You know what hurts the most? When you keep giving love, but deep down you don't feel lovable yourself. When you want to speak, you want to shine, you want to be seen, but a quiet voice whispers, "You're not good enough, you will be judged." That voice isn't you. It's a program written years ago by experiences that convinced you to hide. And today we are going to find that program, understand how it works inside your brain, and start rewriting it step by step. So if you have ever felt unlovable or underconfident, stay with me till the end because we are going to rewrite your story. Let's start by understanding where this belief comes from. Let's go back in time, not to blame anyone, but to understand. Most of our limiting beliefs form before the age of 10. When you were a child, your brain was in a hypnotic state, constantly observing, recording, and assigning meaning to everything you have heard or observed. If someone ignored you, rejected your emotions, or gave love to you only when you performed well, then your mind didn't think they are emotionally unavailable. Instead, it thought that something must be wrong with me. And that's how the seed of "I am not lovable" or "I am not good enough" was planted. The same goes for confidence. Confidence isn't a personality trait, it's a prediction system. Your brain predicts how safe you will be when you express yourself. So if your past experiences were filled with shame, punishment, or rejection, then your nervous system must have learned to stay silent in order to keep you safe. And understand that these beliefs are not true. They are just emotional conclusions your mind has made up to make you feel safe. Now that you understood where they come from, let's uncover how they still control you today quietly through your reticular activating system. Reticular activating system is like your brain's gatekeeper. It decides what information reaches your awareness and what you ignore. If you believe "I am not lovable," your RAS filters the world to confirm that story. You will notice people who will ignore you. You'll notice rejections. Your brain is literally trying to prove your old belief right, not because it's cruel, but because it values consistency over truth. That's why changing behavior alone doesn't work. You can affirm "I am enough" throughout your day, but if your RAS is still programmed to notice rejections, you'll keep living in that loop. So let's begin the process of reprogramming this step by step. The first step is the awareness, finding the root of the belief that you want to work on. So grab a notebook. At the top of the page, write this belief: "I am not lovable," or "I am not confident," or any belief that you have which you want to work with. Now ask yourself these 3 questions and answer them honestly. When was the first time I felt this way? Who made me feel unseen, unworthy, or small? What did I decide about myself in that moment? By answering these questions, you might recall a specific incident, maybe your parents scolding you being ignored by your friends, you being rejected by your partner, or you failing at something in public. The goal here isn't to relive that pain, it's to see the origin of the code. Once you write that down, say this softly to yourself: "That was a moment in my past, and that's not my identity now." By doing this exercise, you have just taken the first step, which is separating yourself from your story. But awareness alone isn't enough. Now we will begin rewriting how your brain emotionally stores that belief. The second step is emotional reprogramming. When you recall a painful memory from our previous exercise, your brain temporarily unlocks it, and in that moment you can re-edit it. So here's how to do it. The first step is to close your eyes, visualize that younger version of you, the one who felt unloved or unworthy. See them clearly. What do they look like? How old are they? Where are they standing? Now step into that scene as your current self. Walk towards that child and kneel in front of them. Tell them gently, "You did nothing wrong. You were always worthy of love. You didn't deserve that pain." Imagine hugging them. Visualize a warm golden light surrounding both of you. As you hold them, repeat, "You are safe now. I love you. You are enough." Do this visualization daily for a week. Even 3 minutes a day is fine. By doing this, you're teaching your emotional brain that love and safety can coexist. Neuroscience calls this phenomena as memory reconsolidation. When an old emotional memory is recalled and updated with the new safety data, it literally starts rewiring. But now we will take it even further, from emotional healing to behavioral proof. The subconscious updates fastest when emotion meets experiences. So we'll create small deliberate actions that disprove the old belief. For example, for the belief "I am not lovable," every day for 7 days, do one small act of self-expression or self-kindness and record it. For example, write down a short note. At the top of the page, Write you did great today, and below that write down all the good things that happened to you and all the good things that you did that entire day. The second thing is smile at a stranger, because your brain learns that your presence brings warmth and not rejection, proving that you can connect safely with others. Third is to call someone just to check on them, because giving genuine care reinforces the truth that love flows through you and not just to you, making you feel inherently lovable. The fourth thing is look in the mirror and say to yourself, I choose to love you even when you are messy. Then write the answers to the following questions in a notebook. What did I do? How did I feel? And what did it teach me about being lovable? Because reflecting on what you did, how you felt, and what it taught you helps your brain link loving actions with emotional safety, turning self-love into a learned experience and not just an idea. Now let's take another belief, which is I am not confident. Do a micro act of courage daily. It can be small. For example, share one opinion in a group chat, record a 30-second voice note, ask one question you usually stay quiet about, or hold an eye contact for 3 seconds longer than usual. Then write the answers to the following questions. What did I try? What happened? Did the world end or did I survive? Each micro proof tells your nervous system, I can act and still be safe. And here's the secret. Safety felt repeatedly becomes confidence. Now let's anchor these new experiences at a subconscious level. So here's the night programming routine that you can follow. Before you go to sleep, your brain naturally enters the theta state. That's your perfect window to reprogram. So here's your 5-minute night ritual. Sit or lie down, take a few deep breaths, close your eyes and repeat slowly. I'm learning to love myself. I'm becoming confident in my truth. Visualize yourself from today doing one of the small actions that we discussed earlier. See it, feel it, amplify that feeling of pride and calm. And finally whisper to yourself, this is who I am now. Fall asleep with that emotion, not just the words but the feeling of being enough. This emotion becomes the new code your subconscious mind will use to filter your tomorrow's reality. Let's tie all this together into one simple action, which will be your 7 days challenge. So here's your 7-day reprogramming action plan. Day 1 is the awareness, finding the root of your limiting beliefs. This day is about shining light on the hidden belief which is running your life. By identifying when and why you first felt unlovable or underconfident, you bring the unconscious into consciousness. The moment you write it down, the belief loses its invisibility and you begin reclaiming your power. Remember, you can't reprogram what you can't see. The day 2 is the emotional healing, meeting your inner child. Now that you have found the root, you'll meet the version of you who absorbed that pain. Through visualization, you remind your younger self that love and safety are available now. You are not just imagining, you are literally reteaching your nervous system that it's safe to be loved again. Healing doesn't mean erasing the memories, it means updating the emotional code attached to it. Day 3 is the lovability in action. Today, you'll perform one small act of kindness towards yourself or others. Each loving action becomes new data for your subconscious mind. This will be a proof that love isn't something you earn, it's something that you embody. These micro moments teach your brain that you can give and receive love without fear. Day 4 is about confidence in action. This is your day of courage. You will take one small step that slightly stretches your comfort zone, something your old belief would have avoided. When you act despite fear, your brain learns a new rule. I can act and still be safe. Confidence isn't built by thinking differently. It's built by behaving differently and surviving it. Day 5 is about revisiting the inner child. On this day, you'll repeat the visualization, but notice what feels different this time. Does the younger you seem calmer, more open? Each revisit deepens the rewiring. Your emotional brain begins trusting this new reality. Repetition here isn't redundant, it's rewiring. Day 6 is about integrating love and confidence both. Now you combine both energies, do something loving and something brave on the same day. For example, speak kindly about yourself out loud or share something vulnerable with someone you trust. This teaches your nervous system that love and expression can coexist, that you can be seen and still be safe. And the final day, which is day 7, will be the reflection and reinforcement. On this day, you'll pause and look back. Notice how your thoughts, emotions, or body sensations have shifted, even slightly. Write this down. I am becoming someone who loves and trusts themselves. Reflection locks in your progress and tells your brain this new identity is real. Return to this video and share your results, because every story you share becomes inspiration for someone else who is still trapped into their old belief. If you take nothing else from this video, then take this. You were never unlovable, you were just unmirrored. And you were never underconfident, you were just unpracticed. Both love and confidence grow when your nervous system starts to feel safe again. So be patient with yourself, because this is not magic, it's the process of rewiring your brain. Keep coming back to this process until your body begins to believe what your mind already knows. I am safe to love and I am safe to be seen. If this video helped you, please like it so that more people who feel the same can find it. Watch my previous video on reticular activating system, the brain filter that decides what you manifest. It connects directly to what we discussed today. And I have made a playlist called the Ultimate Manifestation Program, where I explain exactly how your brain creates your reality and how you can reprogram it. You will find everything there, from subconscious rewiring to emotional healing. Finally, tell me in the comments, what belief do you want me to help you reprogram next? I'll choose one of your comments for the next video. Remember, you're not broken, you're just updating your software, and love is the default program. Thank you so much for watching this video.